kann sein, dass die verschiedenen Bücher nicht updated sind, weil jeden Tag ein verschiedenes Buch benutzt wird. Also Vers kann ich dir sagen.
5,2, 5,3.
Kapitel 4, Vers 2, ne? Oder waren wir da in der Mitte stehen geblieben, glaube ich? Ja? Bhagavad Gita, Kapitel 4, Vers 2 und den zweiten. Oh, Entschuldigung, Kapitel 5, sorry. Und den zweiten Paragraph dann, also irgendwann Jnana. Therefore, jnana or knowledge is one single body. Yeah? Okay. Prabhu, we also have Russian book if you want to take it for helping your translation.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, was ist denn hier Schönes drin?
Ja, das gehört jemandem, der das gemacht hat. Da ist eine lange Geschichte dahinter. Aber ist so. Wir lassen es so, damit wir immer uns an diese Person erinnern und unsere guten Gefühle ihm zusenden. Dran denken, statt unsere schlechten Gefühle.
So, we are reading from the Nectar of Devotion, the complete science of Bhakti Yoga, by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, founder Acharya of the International Society for Krishna Consciousness. And we're starting with the glorification of the six Goswamis of Vrindavan. Nana Shastra Vicharana Nipuno Sadhana Samsthapato Lokana Mitakarina Tribhu. For he may understand that we are looking toward him. I want to enjoy the sight of his eyebrows moving in this cunning way, and I want to see his fearful eyes and beautiful face. Yeah, the next paragraph is very, very long. Or should we go on reading a little bit more?
No, you don't have to. If you want to.
Yes, a little bit more. In enjoying Krishna's attitude of stealing butter very stealthily, Mother Yashoda experienced the ecstasy of maternal love by smelling his head, sometimes petting his body with her hand, sometimes offering blessings, sometimes ordering him, sometimes gazing at him, sometimes maintaining him, and sometimes giving him good instructions not to become a thief. Such activities are in maternal ecstatic love. An important point to be observed in this connection is that the childish propensity of stealing is there even in the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and therefore this propensity is not artificial. However, in the spiritual relationship, there is no inebriety to this stealing propensity, as there is in the material world. Yeah.
So you can give us morality.
They don't have any inebrieties in the spiritual world. There's no dearth of anything. And I'm a big fan of Indradumna Maharaj's weekly podcast on the Leelas of Vrindavan. And there's so many wonderful Leelas that the six Goswamis and the saintly poets of Vrindavan have left us. And it's always very educating and entertaining as well to hear of them. And what I learned is that in Vrindavan, whatever you want for the worship of Krishna is just there. So there, I mean, of course you can steal something, but it is immediately replenished at another place. Vrindadevi and Purnamasi have an endless supply of things, whatever one desires, for the pleasure of Radha and Krishna, for the pleasure of Krishna's pure devotees, and ultimately for Radha Krishna's pleasure. It is, I mean, here in the material world, the ISKCON temples, at least in Germany, are always struggling very hard to get, are always struggling a little hard to get everything, to make ends meet. That is Krishna's little leader for the German Yatra.
I have a question to you.
Yes.
Is that why? I mean, because I would like to present the answer to it, but you can present it. Why is it that in the spiritual world there is no inebriety for stealing, for example, but in the mature world there is? I'm looking for the right answer.
Well, I mean, first of all, in the spiritual world, there is no question of property. It all belongs to Krishna anyway. And people, when people take something, I mean, first of all, Krishna's pure devotees in the spiritual world, they don't use things for themselves, they all use it for Krishna. So, and they know that everything that is there in the book of Vrindavan is supplied by Krishna's energies for Krishna's pleasure, as we ourselves are Krishna's energy, created for Krishna's pleasure. So there is no question of stealing, right?
Exactly. Thank you very much for the perfect answer. The point I was trying to make is because there is not I, me and mine there. It's not, I am not this body, Prabhu. Bring mich nicht in Verlegenheit, benimm dich, damit sie nicht den Eindruck haben, dass du schläfst. Danke. Ja, danke. So, because there is no I, me and mine there, we are not this body, we are not, therefore the whole attention is on Krishna. So because it's all attention on Krishna, even if something is being stolen, it's not because I want something for myself, for my sense gratification, but in the mature world, it is punishable because you're taking something away from someone else that doesn't belong to you. Therefore, there is a rule and regulation that you cannot take something who doesn't belong to you, who doesn't have to. But in the spiritual world, because Krishna is the center of everything, there is no my body, my pleasure, it's none. So this is just play. It doesn't have this, I'm not taking it for myself. So this identification with the body is not existing, and therefore there is no inebriety in the spiritual world. That's the difference between here and there. A bit, it answers also a bit the question that Rishabhananandini was asking, what's the difference between sentimental feelings and is the object of your contemplation. If you have feeling and the object is Krishna, that's it. This is, but if you have the same for material things, then Prabhupada says, you don't need to change everything, you just need to change your focus.
I mean, they're
I don't know the word in a variety.
Inebriety, then you have a computer handy, check it out.
Shortcomings.
Everybody knows?
Shortcomings.
Not good or bad or fault in it or anything to judge on it or to make it, to say, oh, you took something away, you're stealing. It's not, no question.
So when the demons steal Krishna, it's
Well, Krishna goes and this is his lila, yeah, that's his pleasure. For him.
And then when the Brahmins get tortured by the demons, it's also...
But that happens in the material world, not in the spiritual world. That is a difference.
Inebriety. Can you check on you, Handy? Bueno, after Handy is here.
I mean, they're stealing in Vrindavan.
Yeah.
They stole Krishna's blanket from him. They stole his flute from him. Well, this is all part of the Lila.
Still, Prabhupada said, don't give valuable jewelry to the Lord, not to entice the thief to take it.
Yes, in the material world we have to be.
Because we are, after all, in the material world. There's the connection between these two.
Also in Golokadam, they don't give valuable jewels to Krishna because they are hard and scratchy. And fake jewel is out of plastic, and plastic doesn't hurt the marble.
Yeah.
You know?
But Prabhupada said,
Yeah,
don't use valuables for the Krishna's jewelry because it will entice the deaf to go on the altar and to commit offenses.
Yeah. Shall we switch to Bhagavad Gita?
Yeah.
This word,
Yeah.
it's like after drinking. It's
No.
made
Oh, this is the Russian translation.
Yeah.
Inebriety. No, sobriety, you mean. No, inebriety.
What do you have?
I don't have anything, but I seem to
What's
remember
the
that
word?
inebriety means.
Inebriety.
I thought it means something like shortcoming.
Inebriety.
No
Yeah.
shortcoming.
And she had, and Russians, they give other understanding to the words. So this is not, maybe
Yeah.
there's different kinds of.
intoxication. It's like
That's what
intoxication.
it says here.
But that doesn't make any sense
So,
because
yeah,
what has
yeah.
intoxication to do with
Yeah,
stealing?
yeah. Do you have a handy with you right now, Prabhu? Do we have
No.
explanation of the word in English?
We have a
Here, Hemanga, you can take mine. I don't
we
know.
have dictionary here.
You'll check it. See, we have the dictionary for 25 years in the cabinet. That's the first time we're using it. Yeah, well, that's management.
Nice.
So what's the German translation for this? Or is this the explanation of the word?
It's not in here.
The word is not there?
No.
Because it's so extraordinary word.
Anyway, I suggest we just let it slide. It's
Yes, what to do? But we'll follow up on it, Marjorie. Another day we'll check on it because the dictionary doesn't say the word.
Yeah.
I mean, it's too. It's
It's
a rare
old.
word. So yeah. Prabhupada sometimes use words that nobody else uses, which you learn in Scottish. Okay, let's continue our
Which chapter? Sorry.
chapter 5,
Text.
verse number 2, and then we are finishing the purport,
Yeah.
which is basically the paragraph after the long verses, the 3 verses from Srimad Bhagavatam, and then
Okay.
So therefore, knowledge is not this material body.
yeah.
Thank you.
You have it?
Yes.
Therefore, jnana or knowledge that is not this material body but spirit soul is not sufficient for liberation. One has to act in the status of spirit soul. Otherwise, there is no escape from material bondage. Action in Krishna consciousness is not, however, action on the fruitive platform. Activities performed in full knowledge strengthens one's advancements in real knowledge. Without Krishna consciousness, mere renunciation of fruitive activities does not actually purify the heart of a conditioned soul. As long as a heart is not purified, one has to work on the fruitive platform. But action in Krishna consciousness automatically helps one escape the result of fruitive action, so that one need not descend to the material platform. Therefore, action in Krishna consciousness is always superior to renunciation, which entails the risk of falling. Renunciation without Krishna consciousness is incomplete, as confirmed by Srila Rupa Goswami in his Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu 1.2.2.5.8. Parapanchikattaya buddhaya hari sambandhi vastunaha mumukshubhihi parityago vairakyam phalgu katyate. When persons eager to achieve liberation renounce things related to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, thinking them to be material, their renunciation is called incomplete. Renunciation is complete when it is in knowledge that everything in existence belongs to the Lord and that no one should claim proprietorship over anything. One should understand that, factually, nothing belongs to anyone. Then where's the question of renunciation? One who knows that everything is Krishna's property is always situated in renunciation. Since everything belongs to Krishna, everything should be employed in the service of Krishna. This perfect form of action in Krishna consciousness is far better than any amount of artificial renunciation by a sannyasi of the Mayavadi school. Next verse? Or?
No. Okay.
Yeah, here Prabhupada puts in this purport a lot of emphasis on jnana, on knowledge, making that the chief differentiator between just acting and acting without having to suffer or enjoy the fruit of results. And it's a very interesting point that what makes karma yoga spiritual and Krishna conscious is the knowledge, not the action itself. Sometimes we have people coming in the temple and saying, I want to do some karma yoga. We had this last Angkor Punim in the Berlin temple. There was a very bright young guy from India, student from India coming, and I want to do some karma yoga in the temple. And I told him, well, we don't do karma yoga. We do bhakti yoga, and you're very welcome to do seva, but please be aware this is not karma yoga. This will have much better results than what you ordinarily understand under karma yoga. And of course, this was a little bit me playing educator, and he meant the right thing from the beginning. But sometimes I feel we have to be a little careful not to have what we do watered down. And I think what Prabhupada writes here, that doing that in the full knowledge, that is important. Even for, I mean, it is very nice when you sweep the temple floor, when you mop the temple floor, when you cut the veggies and everything, when you just do it. But also, I feel as devotees who have been educated by our wonderful predecessors and senior devotees, we might as well tell people that help them to get from the platform of Agyata Sukriti to the platform of actually doing the actions with full knowledge, why they're doing it, and then they will benefit much more. And that sentiment of mine is confirmed here in this purport by Prabhupada, who says that activities performed in full knowledge strengthen one's advancement in real knowledge, so that then they become much more powerful. I mean, we appreciate if somebody does us a favor, just accidentally, but if that person actually says, well, this is for you, I'm happy to help you, then that really touches our heart, and it's more than just an accident. And a person that is being driven into a Krishna temple by culture, by tradition, and by maybe wanting to say to their parents, see, I'm the Krishna Mandir, I'm doing something useful, I'm not taking drugs and partying like everybody else in Berlin. That is good, but then educating people, telling them how powerful bhakti is, that doing something for Krishna, for the enjoyment of Krishna, and then that activity becomes a million times more powerful, doesn't it? And Prabhupada makes the point in this verse that that really is, the more knowledge we have, the more renounced we become in a sense. I mean, we don't have to run around in stolen, not in stolen, in garments from cremation sites like Mary renunciates do. We can still wear our normal clothes when we have the knowledge that, well, dear Mama, nothing is mine. Then actually and use that in Krishna service, and then we can then we are the true renunciates and not the ones who light no fire, as Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita.
Can you allow me to speak a couple words to Althea, who is here?
Sure.
I will speak German, if you don't mind. Yeah. So she, oder willst du übersetzen, was ich sage auf Englisch? Yeah, better, because then she understands. Sorry, I forgot. So I speak English. So why I wanted to interrupt to speak to Althea, because you brought up the example of just cleaning and sweeping the stairs, you just said. Althea happens to be that she is brand new here, and she comes once a week to sweep the stairs and clean the floor. So I wanted to make sure there's no misunderstanding, because she's so new and she said, oh, I want to do. So I'm saying, what he said is, it's nice to come and do that, but if we don't understand why we are doing this, then of course it's nice for us because it's been done, but you have a lot more advantage if you understand why you're doing this. Okay, so I just wanted to make sure that there's no misunderstanding for her because she's new and then. So I'm asking you, why are you coming to do this? I'm asking you.
Ja, weil ich weiß, das ist gut für mich selber. Dann mache ich, wenn sauber mache ich im Tempel, dann das macht sauber mein Herz.
Yeah.
Weil ich bin so, mein Herz ist immer noch so zu.
She said, so I asked her the question, why?
Yeah.
She said, because
Yeah,
I know it's good for me, because my heart is
for
full
sure.
of the. But she didn't. So, but my heart is full of dirt, so when I come and clean and in the temple, it's good for me. But why is it good for you? Is the question. Why? Why is it purifying?
Ja, weil ich möchte zum Krishna kommen.
Ja,
Aber ich
genau.
bin noch nicht bereit dafür,
Ja,
weil
genau.
mir alles zu noch
Ja,
und
ja.
ich verstehe
Genau.
noch nicht.
Richtige Antwort.
Ja.
So I asked her, but why is it purifying? I asked, and she said, well, because I'm doing this for Krishna, so even though I don't understand everything yet, but it's good for me. So, perfect.
Yeah,
Super.
I agree completely.
Also, bitte komm regelmäßig und
Ja,
und denke dran, dass du das für Krishna machst.
Genau, ja.
Okay.
And Krishna is very happy when you do that.
Oh, das freut mich dann auch sehr.
I always try to meditate myself when I do my Didi Puja, my little puja, that the puja actually starts with preparing everything, with doing the shopping for the puja, with and then with the cleaning of the paraphernalia. That all is part of the puja. Yeah. And then ultimately, because I live in my little apartment, I share my apartment with my deity. So we have one room which we share. And that makes cleaning also very blissful, because when I sweep my own floor, when I mop my floor, I know I'm mopping also for Krishna. Yes, yes. That makes it very more blissful than usual cleaning.
Yeah, like you said, this is how we actually become Krishna conscious. That, like for example, Prabhupada used to be criticized sometimes. Yeah, but you guys are using cars and computers and all these. So Prabhupada says, well, it depends what you're using it for. If you use it for your self-purification, it's a problem. But if you use it for Krishna, it's the cause of your liberation. So,
Yeah.
This is how I became Krishna conscious, because I like beautiful things and everything in the shop. Oh, this would be nice for the altar, and this is how we're getting all this. Instead of getting it for me.
Это вот, что будет очень хорошо для алтаря, а не для меня.
Yes, Mother Dinasharana is perfect example Krishna consciousness in practice. Every time, if we do something, what is for Krishna? What Krishna say, what Krishna think about that, about that, all time. It's training for us who follow it to Mother Dinasharana. It's very good training for us.
So what I think she's trying to express is that we know a lot of philosophy many times. We know the books sometimes, Bhagavad Gita from A to Z and from Z to A. But there's a lot of, how to say, lack of how to apply it to our daily, who we are in our daily life, and practical, how to apply it. There's a word for it, maybe you as a Sanskrit scholar, you can think Shilpa, the word Shilpa. Does it mean something to you?
Yes.
What does it mean?
Can't remember.
Anyway, as far as I learned, the word Shilpa means the ability to transform spiritual values into material values. So this is the name of the company that I have too. I used to have a company like this, Shilpa. Because, and then by this I'm always trying to understand what I read in the Bhagavad Gita and understand how to make it visible for myself, first of all, for my family, my children, and the people that I'm with. And this is how I learned to apply everything that I've learned. And every day I learned something new. When you came and you say, I don't remember exactly what was new to me, and I said, oh, then, and immediately I'm thinking, how do I transform this to apply it in my, this is what I call realization. Because Prabhupada says, if you simply repeat things, but you don't apply it, you have not understood it. So you may understood intellectually many things, but if you did not apply it in your daily thing, you have not really understood it. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And this is the example you gave, because you live, when, for example, when you say, for us to hear, I share my apartment with my deity. Yeah, so this means the deity is a person, and you share, you're living together in this apartment. It's just like, for example, last year I went to India, and this one Mataji, she insisted that she wanted to come with me, and I said, no, I'm not taking anybody, because I cannot take care of everybody. But she insisted so much that finally I said, okay, Krishna must want this. You know, so I agreed to it. And I lived for 3 weeks with a person that I don't know at all. See? And somehow I was thinking, oh, Krishna did this somehow, because it was, I had to share a room with a person, another person, and I had to accommodate to this person. Like you say, you are cleaning the floor, it cleans your apartment, so you live in a clean apartment, but because you're doing it for the Supreme Personality of God who's living with you. Another story from Radhanath Maharaj, he had Shalagram Shila or a Govardhan Shila, I think, in a box, and he was traveling in an airplane, and the customs stopped him and asked him, what is this? When I hear this every time, I just can't help myself. And then he said, God. What is this? God. And then everybody was looking. They open it and they see a stone in there. Yeah. This is what it is.
This
This is what it is.
Yeah.
And for the, like Prabhupada says, a devotee, when his eyes are ointed with the is it? Cream of love, or what is it?
Yeah.
Ointment, with the ointment of love.
Yeah.
Then you see things
Yes.
that others cannot see. You know? So when we were new devotees, for us, I say, God, what is this? The stone, just like in the custom, I say, what is this? You know? So, but for the person, Radhanath Swami, for him, this is wow, the supreme, the top. And for us, it's the same. The more and more we clean the stairs and we do service for Krishna, the more and more our eyes will be open to the reality of God, and we will have love for God, and the more we will feel God inside and be purified. And then it will be no problem to stop smoking. It will stop by itself, naturally. It will stop. We all went through this. Alles noch gut, alles normal.
Ja,
Okay, yeah. So, unless you want to say something more.
no, I mean, I think we come to a good finish, right?
Yeah.
We have learned what is renunciation, what is, and that sannyas is more an internal attitude than anything else. And
This is another thing. The sannyas inside means
yes,
separating ourselves from material, unnecessary activities and putting all our activities in Krishna. That's what it means. Prabhupada said, even his grihastas who live with a child and a husband and a wife, they are sannyasis because they have renounced material things. That's all it is. This is why they don't need to go in the forest and eat leaves. They can just go and preach.
yes.
Mhm.
Well,
The same
so,
for Vanaprastha, by the way.
yeah, actually, my Guru Maharaj told me to I'm on the testing now. Oh, it doesn't exactly need to be streamed.
But it's already